Well, we need to talk about the emus. Woo! Good. Come on. It's muddy, so don't turn the corners too fast.
And then put bamboo.
It's a little bit of a problem, and we need to tell you why we're not getting any eggs and probably won't get any eggs in the near future. Let's talk about that. Hey, Bamboo.
When I'm walking on a breeze, I got no enemies. I just do what I please. Yes, sir. I ain't got no things, no money, no means, just a wind in the wings. Yes, sir. I got my feet on the cloud and I won't come down.
So today's video is sponsored by the SiriusXM app. And my favorite thing to listen to on the SiriusXM app is, well, it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing chores, I'm listening to the message on my phone or in my headphones. If I'm in my office, I'm probably listening to one of the news channels, SiriusXM Patriot channel, to get my news in between editing and all the other work I'm doing. If I'm hanging out with the kids, probably having a dance party out in the living room. You can enjoy ad-free music channels for every genre, artist-dedicated channels, and channels created for every mood and more. And catch live play-by-play from games of every major sport, from NFL, MLB, NBA, and NHL, and Sports Talk 24/7. Hear from the biggest names and brightest stars in entertainment. Woo. And stay informed with world-class news from every angle. Hey, Belle. And check out your favorite podcasts or dive into some SiriusXM app originals. And check out their exclusive videos of in-studio performances and interviews. Smells good. So find your groove with the SiriusXM Platinum plan. Just click the link below. Get your first 3 months free by clicking the link in the description. All right, Bamboo. We gotta talk. Any eggs? Nope. So we're not getting any eggs from these guys, and we need to talk about why. Let me show you what Bamboo does. Right over here. There we go. So we're gonna keep this pretty PG, but we're talking about breeding. And so for emus to have eggs, they should breed. Now they might lay, or eventually will lay, without breeding with a male. But what's not happening is this guy. This guy is not doing his job. So Cashew, was she sitting down? So you saw Cashew, she's sitting down and she's ready to breed. Both females are doing that, and that's a great sign. They're both turning 3 years old here in a couple days, beginning of March. Bamboo's already 3. So usually by their 3rd year, they're laying eggs. The 2nd year, it's like I think like a 40% chance you'll get some eggs then. By 3 years old, I think it's like 60 to 80% if I'm thinking correct. And then by 4th year, I think you're getting right there around 100%. Bamboo wants to breed, but he doesn't want to breed with emus. And that's weird. Let me see if I can show you what he does, because it's really bizarre. So he gets down on his knees and he starts scooting up to you like he's doing what he's supposed to do, but he's supposed to be doing that with her, not with us. Bamboo. I'm not an emu. So we think we know the issue. Back in the day at our old place, we had Bamboo in the house. We actually hatched Bamboo out. We had Bamboo all to ourselves, and we were raising them inside with us, with the kids, in a sock diaper, in the kitchen, running around with us, sitting on the couch with us at night when we were watching TV, and it was just the best time. And while we have a really great connection with Bamboo, I think it's made our relationship a little awkward, and now he doesn't know who his mate is. He's attached to us because we were the first thing to show affection to him, and he's just never gotten there with Cashew or Peekaboo, even though he's grown up with them, and he just doesn't seem to be interested in Cashew, even though she's doing everything she should do and trying to make that connection with him. We've got some ideas on how to fix it, but I don't think Bamboo is the answer. I just don't know if he's gonna figure that part out because of how he sees us. There's Bamboo. He's trying to follow Becky over there. You can let him in if you want. Just we'll show him that he's not even interested in her. So occasionally we let him in on Peekaboo's side, just in case maybe he's more interested in her or maybe not being around her. But I think he's just following us. What do we do every day to take care of the emus?
We make sure they have food and water, and then we clean out their houses for them because they poop a lot in there, and we make sure they have some fresh hay.
So we've left him over here for several days to see if his behavior is any different, and it just doesn't change. He's interested in us, so he'll follow us wherever we go. Follows us right back. We separated these guys out last year, Cashew from Peekaboo, because they were fighting and they were getting too amped up, fighting each other, where they jump at each other and try to attack each other's necks, peck at them, and taking out feathers, creating some bleeding on the bodies, and so we had to separate them out. Bamboo we could put on either side, because either one would want to breed with them, but he doesn't know what to do. Normally we do this water by their house, and then Peekaboo has the big tub. Since it's frozen, we use this water, and then you just use a little tank heater to keep it from freezing over, and they both use this right there. Hey, so the problem with this coop, if you remember us building it at our old place, we built it out of pallets and some plywood doors and some old windows we found. It's done really well, but when we brought it over here, dropped it off the trailer, kind of slanted it. So it didn't come off quite right, and it's been a little messed up ever since. And so one of the problems we've got is this house, this area was all just a kind of a holding place for them to get them over to the farm when we moved over here. And then the plan all along was to get them to a bigger space. Last year the cost of lumber was outrageous, so we didn't want to work on it last year, but we've got a little list of projects we're working on this year. Big one is the aviary. And so if we find the time, or can find someone to help us knock out this project, we'll make a larger area for the emus, a better house, make several paddocks so we can still keep Peekaboo and Cashew separate, and then have like an area for the babies to grow up when we need to separate them out from their parents if we need to do that, but it'll give us some options and more space for them to run around. What would you look forward to with a bigger area for them?
Just to see them running. They used to run a lot around the other house in a circle, and I think if we can get a circle cage, right here where it's a square, they get stuck in a corner, or they run into the fence. But if it's a circle, hopefully they get to running around.
So let's get the boys out here and do a little running, and then we'll talk about potential solutions for our lack of emu eggs. Super cool. We got to see some of Blue's show today. It'll be really fun when we get him in the aviary and he's got a lot more space to do this. Come on in, Uriah. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
You ready to run? So we loved running at the old place. Hey, Bamboo. But this place, it's fun and it's easy to just do these circles, but it's not as big, and it was fun when we were in a loop. And so this is what we want to recreate when we build a new area for them. Hey, Bamboo. So for a few minutes here, get some exercise along with the emus.
Let's go for a run.
Go.
Damn it.
Buddy, don't run. Don't turn the corners too fast. Now emus get up to, I think, 32 or 34 miles per hour. So we're barely scratching the surface of that with how quick we have to make turns in here. So hopefully, when we have a bigger area, we can really see them stretch their legs and really get an idea for how fast they are. So I think Cashew would just run for days, and she's fast. Can't tell him Bamboo, he doesn't run as often as she does, but she really gets amped up and loves to go. Woo! Oh, just stop it for you. She wear you out yet?
Kinda.
Nice job. You're right, go ahead. Let me see you run. Let me see you run. Well, we officially wore out the emus. They're hanging off by themselves now that we wore them out. Good job, guys.
Exercise ring closed.
Good job, buddy. Oh, look who we got here. Hey, baby. So we wanted to come out with a couple of kids and let's talk about solutions. What can we do about our emu problem? You want to run on the emus?
Yeah.
Ready, go. All right, so we're gonna talk about solutions. What can we do about our emu problem? We're not getting eggs, we're not getting breeding happening, they're in a smaller area. What can we do? And so we've got a couple options. Look out behind you. So one, we've had suggestions of maybe don't spend so much time with the emus. Maybe being around Bamboo is keeping him from Maybe being around Bamboo is keeping him from being romantically involved with the female emus, and he still sees us as his mate. While maybe that makes sense, we just can't fully do that. We've got to come in and feed them, water them, and while we try to not spend too much time in here, we've got to come in and take care of them, clean out their house, things like that. So even if we have a big area on the other side of the farm, which we plan on doing, we can't fully leave them alone. Maybe they won't see us as often because right now they see us coming out of the house every time and they follow us up and down the fence. That one won't necessarily solve the problem, it'll just solve the space problem. It'll give more room to move around, it'll allow us to have more emus when we hatch out more, and it'll give us room to have some options there. What we think we're eventually going to have to do is get another male. While Bamboo he's our bud, and we're not getting rid of him, he's not doing his job, and so I think we're going to eventually have to get a male, whether that's this year or another year. And so we have a standard in Bamboo, we have 2 blondes and peekaboo and cashew. If we were able to breed 2 blondes together, you can get standards, you can get blondes, and you can get white emus. And so we'd love to have a variety of different colors. So if we had another male, Becky, let me ask you, what would you do with the other male?
I would probably put the male in here with cashew and then put Bamboo.
Oh gosh.
I would suppose we would put the male in here with cashew and then put Bamboo in with peekaboo.
Yeah, we have a slight preference towards cashew as a breeder just because she never had any leg issues. We saw peekaboo had a little bit of like the knock knees going on early on, but seems to have worked that out where she doesn't have any walking issues. And so I don't think we'd have any issues with offspring, but that's the only reason we have a priority for cashew. But we may test it out and see if the male being together with Bamboo, if that would kick things into gear for Bamboo where they would be a little more competitive for the female.
Oh, so two males in with the female?
Possibly at first, but I know a lot of people want to see peekaboo have a companion, which we do too. Not sure if we'll be able to fully pick characteristics of a new male. What would you like to see behavior-wise from a new male that we got?
Definitely tame, easy to get along with around us. If it's aggressive to the kids and stuff, I do not want that on the farm. So somebody that's had it out their farm and is used to people, that'd be great.
So our male is almost too used to us, around us too much where he won't breed. So we definitely want something friendly. They might not be quite as friendly as Bamboo because we want to make sure that they are an emu that likes other emus, but we do want them to be a nice friendly emu. So if you or anyone you know knows of a friendly male emu, be sure to let us know.
Is Limu available?
Limu the emu? I think we've talked to his owner at one point, and I don't know. I mean, he's busy shooting commercials all the time, but
He's a star.
I don't know if Limu has a lady friend, so.
Well, he does in the commercials.
Does he?
He has a wife.
Okay, maybe Lemu's off the table, but what do you think? You want another emu to run around with?
Sure.
And then little baby emus?
Cool.
You remember when Bamboo was a baby in the house? You remember when Bamboo was a baby in the house?
Yeah.
Did you have fun running around with him then?
Yeah.
And playing with him on the couch? You remember that? Holding him on the couch? You were watching TV at night? Uh-oh, we got a sock.
I got a sock for him to play with.
Come here, Bamboo.
There you go.
Throw it on the back. Throw it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Peekaboo's got it. Come on, Bamboo. Get it. Oh. Ah. Oh, almost landed. Oh, so close. Yay! He did it! Woo! Good job, Bamboo! Big hug.